Hi everybody, it's me, Moody Boo, the Fragrant Nomad, and I am back with another single perfume review, and this is from one of my favorite houses, Nobile 1942, and this is Castelli Di Sabbia. I have had my eye on this perfume for at least a year, maybe a little longer. When they first came out, I don't know, has it been a year? I don't know, I go back and forth. Time when you get to my age doesn't quite mean the same thing. It tends to speed off into oblivion before you even blink. So anyway, a year ago maybe ish. So anyway, Nobile 1942 came out with 3 at the same time. I want to say Delise was one of them. And then Bambola, I think, was how the other one. There was da-da-da-da-da-da Bambola and da-da-da-da-da-da Delise. Now Delise, I think that was it. Is that it? I think that was it. Anyway, Delise I didn't much care for. I was pretty surprised. I thought I'd like it, but I did not. Now Bambola I very much like, and that will probably be my next purchase from this house. But Sabbia. Besides, I showed you before on my haul video, this cap is crazy. I mean, her head is blowing off in half and there's a castle sprouting from it. So that's like on my bucket list. Anyway, I love the artwork on it. I love this bottle. It's very heavy. Sprayer is a great sprayer. Really good. I shouldn't say great. It's a really good sprayer. I have had great sprayers. And this one, this one's really, really good. Whew, it smells good too. Anyway, so, and what attracted me to this was dates. Love that note in perfume. Love it. I have never smelled a perfume that had dates as the dominant note that I didn't like. Now, some I like much more than others. I really like it to be gourmand when it's a date perfume, and I want that sweet, chewy, what am I trying to say, almost candied way that a date can taste, because my husband and I love them. But sometimes you can add a little spice to it. You can add some earthy notes to it and make it smell incredible. I like this one. So it's dates. This is Fragrantica I'm going off if I'm being lazy today. Dates, cardamom, black pepper, cinnamon, musk, cedar, cypriol oil, vetiver, and vanilla. Now with those notes, it almost sounds like it would be sweeter than it is, but it isn't. And that's one of the reasons why I think it's incredibly unisex. I also think it's a rather formal date perfume. Let me spray some more on. I've been wearing it all day, but it almost has a hint of almost this is going to sound bizarre, but a chocolatey kind of menthol burst in the very beginning, but that goes away within a minute. And then you start getting this sweetness coming out, but you still have a little hint of that menthol, almost kind of a smell, and that kind of cocoa air that I'm getting is kind of coming down as the dates start to arise. Oh, it's lovely. It is gourmand, but it's almost like, it's almost, okay, this is what it reminds me of. Oh my God, of course. And I think I've talked about it before, but this one nails it. My grandmother, every Christmas and Thanksgiving, made plum pudding. She put dates in it as well, and nuts, and there was spices, and it was dark, and it was rich and sweet, but not too sweet. Those spices really kind of pulled back that sweetness. Then she would take butter and brown sugar and something else and heat them up over the stove and make this caramel sauce that she would pour over the top of it for dessert. Oh. It was wonderful. It was very filling though, so you couldn't eat much. But that's what this reminds me of without the caramel sauce on the top. This smells like when she first pulls that plum pudding out of the oven. Now here's the kicker. It isn't necessarily a holiday perfume because that makes it sound like it's a very holiday, very wintry kind of a perfume. I disagree. I've been wearing this spring and it's lovely. Now this is more of a nighttime perfume, I think. I don't really wear spicy or too gourmandy kind of perfumes during the day. Well, I wear none right now, as you all know. But this one gives it an air of formality. So it's nighttime all the way to me. Now, the cardamom, the black pepper, and the cinnamon, you can't necessarily pick out one thing. Now, the black pepper is tamed down, but I do get the cardamom and the cinnamon pretty prominent. Oh, and the musk. Now, everybody on Fragrantica says that is the second most prominent note behind the dates as far as what they detect. I disagree. I don't get a lot of musk with this. It is really about the dates, the cardamom, the cinnamon, the black pepper, the cedar, the cypriol, a little bit of vetiver because it does have an earthy base to it, and the vanilla. And that cocoa-ness, I don't know exactly. It's some kind of combination of those notes that's giving me this kind of cocoa vibe. It's almost like a little bit of cocoa powder has been added to the plum pudding before it was baked. Not much, just a hint. Now, this was a slow burn for me, to be really honest with you, what shocked the shit out of me. Because dates, come on now. That's one of my favorite notes. But when I again had expectations. That was my number one problem. That damn expectation thing. Yeah, get over it, boo. Because I need to stop doing that. Because I'm always disappointed if I expect something. Not always necessarily. I shouldn't, make such a definite statement like that. But 99% of the time, I'm disappointed when I have expectations. So I put it down, the sample I have a couple of them, and I put it away, walked away from it for a few weeks and went back to it. And I liked it more, but not a lot more. So I put it away again after testing it for about a week. Came back to it, tried it again. Every time I was starting to like it more and more. So this time I wore it for like 2 weeks straight. And by the end of that, I was in love. And I knew I had to get a bottle. And every time I wear it now, I love it more. It is gourmand, but it's also spicy, and it's a bit earthy, and it's a bit fruity. I just think this thing encompasses a whole lot of categories. And like I said, it's very unisex. It's not incredibly sweet. It's sweet, but not like some of the other date perfumes, not like Anatolia. It's not as sweet as Anatolia. And again, I think it's formal. I think it could be a signature scent pretty easily because you can wear this year round. It'd be a nighttime thing. And I know that sounds weird that I feel like it's a good spring, summer kind of a perfume at night, but I do. We have already had some 70-degree weather here in the PNW, my part of it anyway. And I wore it when I got off work when it was still quite warm out, and it was beautiful. I only did one spray, but it was beautiful. So that's why I love to experiment with certain perfumes. If I'm just not sure how they'll do in warm weather or cool weather or whatever, I like to experiment. The mad scientist comes out in me. I go full alchemist and it's like, okay, let's try this crazy perfume in this crazy weather. So, but you never know until you try. As far as the price goes, it's mid-range, but you can get it on some like discount websites. I can't think of the one right off the top of my head that I'm trying to say. I got mine, I think I paid $130 for it. I had gotten a discount. I did buy it from a legit place, but I had like a 25% code or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, it was a good price. I liked it. Got it. Here it is. So, performance, 2 sprays on me lasts about 7-8 hours. It's not an incredible performer. It projects about arm's length for a few hours, and then it comes into about elbow's length, and that's where it stays. It never becomes a skin scent. It just poofs out. It leaves a bit of a sillage, not a big one. If I did 3 sprays, I probably would leave quite a sillage, but I think this is one you can't overspray, so I would be careful on that regard, at least in the warmer temperatures. Cooler temps, I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 sprays with this one because I love it. Love it. Love it. That's about it for Nobile 1942 Castelli Di Sabbia. I recommend you get your nose on a sample and check it out if you like dates and spicy notes. Without it being too spicy. It's really well blended. Really well blended. So, love. And I've got a desert island perfume review coming up here very soon. Super excited about that. Went wackadoo over one of Marissa Zappis's perfumes, and one that I couldn't believe. I got a sample of it. I didn't blind buy it. So anyway, I'll be doing a review of that coming up soon. I'm going to finish. I just have my strap. I'm waiting to come in for my Louis, because I like my Speedy, the one I'm painting. It's just an armrest thing. It's not big enough to go over your shoulder. I like it over your shoulder. So I ordered a strap that will fit the Louis nicely, and I may paint it a little bit. It's leather and chain. So I may paint it a little bit, and then I'm going to finish that video up. Finally, been working on that for a month and get that done, because the Louis is done. It's painted. It's just the strap that I'm waiting for. So I've got some other videos coming up, and you can't see it, but right over there's lots of perfumes I haven't reviewed yet that I need to review. Here, let me show you. I'll pan it over that way so you can see how full. Look at my poor fireplace mantle. All of those need to be reviewed. Quite a few of them are Etsy and Hull perfumes that I just haven't gotten to yet. So those are coming up too. So don't miss out and come on back and see me sometime. I don't know why I was talking like that. That's weird. Anyway, I hope you come back. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. And use your own nose. Peace.